Hello, everyone. We are here today for the astrology of the week. This would be for November 11th through the 17th. Thank you for your likes, subscribes, follows, shares, and comments. You guys have been a blessing to me and a blessing to this channel. I greatly appreciate all that loving support you're showing me. If you're interested in a consultation with me, or if you're interested in timestamps, all that is in the description part below. So now let's begin with the week. November 11th, which is Monday, we have Venus entering the sign of Capricorn. So Venus in Capricorn is a really weird energy. It's going to be going on for a while. And what it does is actually going to be going on till like December 7th. Okay. So keep that in mind in the back of your head this entire time. But what it is like you're very open to love, but they have to be practical. It's more contractual. How um, how this love relationship will positively benefit me, which might seem a little narcissistic, but not really, because you're being very practical and grounded when it comes to love. You're not being, oh, love is everything. Sometimes we need that practicality, and we're going to be having it from the 11th all the way to the 7th of the following month. So just be mindful that some people might be saying that you seem a little cold. But it's because of the energy. Okay. You will want to understand in what way relationship benefits you and if it's still worth having. All right. So now let's go to Tuesday. Tuesday, November 12th, Mercury is in Sagittarius, square Saturn in Pisces, and the moon enters the sign of Aries. As the moon enters the sign of Aries, we become more like aggressive, fiery, direct, impulsive, and like I want to say my way or the highway. Okay. And then with that energy of Mercury and Sagittarius and the square energy, your communications might sound a little bit assholey. It's the best way to say it. You are hyper focused on what you want to be and how you want to be there and where you want to how you want to get along to get there. And that means that you're not too worried, especially with that Capricorn energy, about how that affects people around you. And so I guess be mindful is the entire week I would be like, be mindful, because of the fact that we are working more in that masculine, grounded, it just makes sense energy, and not so much of I'm worried about your feelings. Okay. So now let's go to Wednesday. On Wednesday the 13th, the moon ends in Aries, and now it does 6 points in Jupiter and Gemini. If you are thinking about starting a business, if you're thinking about pursuing something that you want, like money wise, I'm talking about leadership, money, expansion wise, this is the day to do it. This day is all about your will pushing forward in something that you want to make it happen no matter what. So take the opportunity, because it is one that will make you create good connections and good practical decisions. But again, it feels more businessy than let's worry about my heart. Okay. So that is Wednesday. And now let's go to Thursday. Thursday, the 14th, the moon enters Taurus and does a trine in Venus in Capricorn. This is grounding that energy. So if we were thinking about Wednesday being a day where we're proactive and fiery and strong and we take action and we create things, this is the day where we're like creating roots on it and sticking down to it and deciding this is how it will be. And so it's like, if this is a good time to plant those seeds, a good time to tend to your garden, a good time to create, very good time, because it will give you the fruits that you want. Okay. Now let's go to Friday the 15th. We have Saturn goes direct in Pisces, and that energy will be affected all the way till February 2026. This is when you're starting to become more emotionally mature. You're thinking more about your responsibilities. You're thinking more about what you need to do for yourself and for the people around you to establish those healthy relationships. Like we're not so much like in that child energy of it's mine, it's mine, it's mine, right? You're thinking, okay, I need and I value this relationship because it gives me X, Y, and Z. For me to continue that relationship, I would need to provide this and continue that consistently to keep that nurtured. And this can be platonic relationships, so it can be business. Like I want to keep my car, so for me to keep my car I will have to continue working. Or it can be friendships, like I really value this friend, and because of that I will continue to send them messages at least once or twice a week just to make sure they're checking in and they're okay, one of those things. So this day it's very much about that, like um being focused, and this energy, like I said, will continue till February of 2026. So it is now creating very healthy connections. And then with that, we have a full moon in the sign of Taurus. Is considered a beaver moon. And you got to think of beavers and how they create dams and how they create a stability, a stable, strong home for themselves, right? The energy is all about stability. It's all about aligning to that energy that you want. It's all about focusing and honing in on what you have to offer, how you offer it, and how you can establish it in a way that's going to be very productive for yourself. So, like I said, it's very practical. The energy, ever since the Capricorn, Venus entering into Capricorn, is so practical. You're just kind of like, I understand that there's a part of me that doesn't want to every single day do X, Y, and Z. But I also understand that that is a requirement that I have living as a human, and I'm going to be able to do it. So now let's go to Saturday. Saturday, the 16th, the sun is in Scorpio, opposite Uranus and Taurus, and the moon enters the sign of Gemini. The energy this week is interesting. And the reason I say it's interesting is because we switch from being very decisive, very sure, very whatever. On the 16th, there's like this revelation, I want to say, like something that wasn't seen before, wasn't understood before, wasn't realized before. All of a sudden, it's like, oh my God, how did I not see that before? And as that happens, that creates, like, I want to say, a rock in your foundation, right? It stirs up your foundation, which is a good thing to grow from, but it's also a thing that might be causing a lot of anxiety, and it will cause a lot of unable to focus, because what does this mean? How is it going to affect us? I mean, blah blah blah. It just feels like a little bit of apprehension to the change that you see is happening around you. Take it with stride. Do your exercises to stay calm and balanced. I know it's easier said than done, but we all have our thing, our niche that we use to help us in our process. So I would recommend hitting that really strongly. And now let's go to Sunday. Sunday, November 17th, the moon is in Gemini, conjunct Jupiter in Gemini. Again, this day reminds me of another day of last week where we were like chatterboxes and wanting to talk, 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 talk. You might be receiving a lot of talk and feedback from a lot of people in many different directions, probably about the drama that happened the day before. But it's going to be a lot of communication, a lot of talk, a lot of chatter. Just try to elevate that chatter so that it's something that grows you and expands you and doesn't sink you deeper into that abyss of freak out anxiety. And if it does, then maybe you should turn off the chatter for a while and allow yourself to come back to center before you re-engage with those people. But it is a day that you're going to want to communicate a lot. I hope this helps you, and we'll see you the next time.